Right here?
Yes.
Good? Hey guys, Greg here, and today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing probably one of the largest things I've ever unboxed. It's an Arcade1Up cabinet. I've read a lot about these, I've seen them a lot of trade shows and at places like Walmart, but I've never actually put one together. So I'm really excited to open this up. This is the Marvel one, comes with X-Men, Children of Atom, Marvel Superheroes, and the Punisher. But I'm going to put it together right now, and we're going to see how it all flows, and my wife's helping me out with the camera because I can't. Hello? I can't do this by myself. And we're doing it in the middle of my rectangular living room because my original unboxing display, which is toward the wall, is way too tiny for this. So let's open this thing up and see if it's everything that it's cracked up to be. A lot of pieces like this everywhere. It is particle board, or it looks like some type of particle board. It's definitely compressed wood, it's not solid wood. And then we need 2 B screws. 2 B.
What happened to you being all apologetic because it was your fault? You trying to heat that?
Now I'm hot.
Well, I'm not. It's cold.
This goes in nice and easy, just a little screwdriver. That's step 8.
Out of how many?
26.
26. All right.
So this I could see snapping off, so just be very careful when you move it, because if the way you put it on, if you lean over it or accidentally step on it, it's going to crack off and then the whole thing will be busted. Oh! Ha! Derp! 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 It wasn't in the right hole. Kitty on the play! I got it! Ha ha! I feel like Basil from Disney, where he goes like, "Of course, elementary, my dear Basil," or whatever his name is. All right. This goes like this. Oh man, it's another one of those like. I can't even push down hard enough. I can't. Not doing it. I can't.
Miss Lower.
My hand hurts. My hand hurts. I'm just gonna go really slow. Woohoo! It's done! Okay, I'm really tired. This took a little bit longer to put together than I had anticipated. It is now dark outside, and yeah, took about 3 hours total, maybe 3 hours, 3.5 hours from the point of getting it out of the box to putting it together and breaking down all the excess cardboard that came with it. So I'm exhausted. It was fairly straightforward. I wouldn't say it's very difficult. I've had IKEA furniture that was much, much difficult. So I would say about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from taking it out of the box, putting everything together, including the riser, and also breaking down all the boxes. Those are huge boxes. You're gonna have to take a box cutter and chop them up. So if you're a dad looking to get this for, your son or your nephew or whatever, keep in mind it's gonna take about 3 hours start to finish to get it out of the box to get it working. The quality seemed overall very, very good on everything. It's not real wood. I wouldn't expect it to be real wood. If it was real wood, it would probably be $800 or $900. It's slightly different than the Wave 1. I guess I'm gonna call it Wave 1 of the Arcade1Up Marvel Superheroes cabinet. The major core differences is here you can see there's orange on the outside. This is the biggest difference. The other one has blue. The marquee, which is hard to see because of the light, actually lights up. and it has stereo speakers instead of mono speakers. This one actually comes with a riser already, so you don't have to worry about that. This is a nicer built cabinet. It's $100 more. It comes with a riser. It comes with nicer buttons, the light up marquee, and the stereo signal. One of the things I didn't realize that they did with this particular cabinet is they made a limited run of them. So there's only 8,000 of these made. I know it's kind of shiny. So it came with a certificate of authenticity, and there's only 8,000 of these made, and I got number 3729 of 8,000. So that's pretty cool. Again, this is a cabinet celebrating Marvel's 80th anniversary, which is probably why it comes with all the upgraded stuff compared to the Wave 1. Now, is this better than the Wave 1? Well, parts-wise, yes. They use better buttons, better joystick, it comes with a riser, and again, it has a protective plate on the arcade cabinet itself, so you don't get any of that wear, which they learned from the first wave. People were playing these a lot. This arcade cabinet comes with 3 different games. It comes with Marvel Superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, and The Punisher. Now, it's interesting to me that those are the 3 games they chose, because Marvel Superheroes and X-Men Children of the Atom are both fighting games, and The Punisher is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Now, not to diss The Punisher at all, it just seems like an odd inclusion. It seemed to me like the way to do this would have been Marvel Superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, and X-Men vs. Street Fighter would have been the logical decision. But I have a feeling they did that for 2 reasons. The first reason was licensing. X-Men vs. Street Fighter is a more popular game. So is Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, much more popular than Marvel Superheroes and X-Men Children of the Atom. So they're probably having license issues with that, or they're working on the licenses for that currently. And secondly, from a product perspective, it's smarter to put Marvel Superheroes and X-Men Children of the Atom out first, and then later have a cabinet that has Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which I have a sneaky suspicion we'll get very soon. But overall, I actually was supposed to get a Turtles cabinet, but I got this one instead, and I'm really happy I got this one instead because it actually fits in the location that I want it to. The Turtles cabinet would have been too big. And also, this is my first time putting these together, and what I had planned for the Turtles cabinet would have been a nightmare. I was going to dress up, and this took, like I said, this took 2.5 hours to put together, and it wasn't a bad experience. It was fun, but man, some of the stuff is hard to put together just because of the placement of the screws. I got 2 more screws down here, and they're giving me a big fat pain. It's because I can't really see. I'm just gonna lie here for a while, Cole.
Okay.
I'm getting old and I'm very tired. But everything's still, nothing broke. Everything was really straightforward. Everything was really easy to put together. And the thing, it really does look great. Now I do want to go ahead and talk about the modding on this machine. A lot of people are getting Arcade1Up cabinets just for the enclosure and the screen, and then they're modding them. I will tell you that in order to mod these, you need a certain amount of buttons. This Marvel Superheroes cabinet has just the right amount of buttons. However, it is missing a select button. So it has a 1-player, 2-player, and then 6 buttons on each player, and then an on and off switch and a volume control. And some of those main generators that people use to mod their cabinets with Raspberry Pi or the PC, sometimes those programs need a select button. So what a lot of people do is they buy a cabinet and they have to add buttons in afterwards. So just a forewarning out there, if you like this arcade cabinet and you like the marquee and the logos on it and stuff, and you want to make it into a modded machine, you will need to probably add a button, at least a minimum 1 button, a select button. So you have a player 1, player 2, 6 player 1 buttons, 6 player 2 buttons, and a select button in order to use the generic main whatever you're using, Raspberry Pi, whatever, to do it. The sound quality is actually really, really good on the machine. I think it's that second speaker that really makes all the difference. I'm gonna turn it up here and you guys can hear it. So it gets pretty loud. It's good music. So you can, of course, you can turn it all the way down and you can mute it. To get out of the screen, to choose different games, all you have to do is hold the player 1 button down for 5 seconds. And it'll reset, and you get to choose one of these 3 games. So it does have this does look like a built-in custom OS specifically for Arcade1Up, but it's not, it's really easy to get into a game. Will take some time to load. All in all, guys, it's actually a really good product. They have raised their prices $100 a piece. Again, For the $100, you're getting a light-up marquee, a stereo speaker set, and a riser. So they've kind of listened to the feedback, and I think a lot of people were buying risers, so they decided just to include them into the new wave of cabinets. And the light-up marquee looks really nice so at night or in low light situations. It came packed very well. It's very dense, very heavy, but everything was packed very securely, safely, nothing was damaged. So like if you ship this thing, which obviously you're gonna have to ship it a lot of places if you can't pick one up, you don't have to worry about that. It was generally pretty safe. It was generally packed pretty securely and safely. A lot of padding, a lot of styrofoam, a lot of corner pieces etched out to just, be nice and secure in there. Anyway guys, so these are available, like you can get them online, you can get them in Walmart. So they raised their price point up about $100 to $150 depending on the arcade machine you bought. But it's a really cool little piece to have in your office or in your room or living room. And honestly, it's great for kids to play arcade games. These arcade games we all played growing up. I played growing up. There's a lot of newer, younger kids that didn't really grow up in arcades. They phased out because consoles were getting more powerful and be able to do more things. So it's a great opportunity for younger generation to experience an arcade adventure at home without having to break the bank. Just the enclosure itself for $300 I think is worth it. The screen's very nice. It's hefty. It doesn't shake that much. Like it has a lot of weight to it, but it's not too heavy to where you're gonna need 3 people and a dolly to get it somewhere. So it can be lifted and slid to the back of a truck. If I move, disassembling it will probably be fairly straightforward. I'll keep the instructions. I'm sure you can also find the instructions somewhere online. Yeah guys, this was a really cool thing to have. I've always dreamed about having an arcade cabinet. I think a lot of people have, and of course, everybody has their favorites. We did an interview with their licensing guy at Arcade1Up, and all the comments are like, Tapper, NFL Blitz, Simpsons, this, that, Dragon's Lair. Everyone has their one arcade they want. For me, the two that I want really bad are Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and The Simpsons. Those are the two I want really bad that I haven't heard any word on them. Again, it all comes down to licensing. Anyway guys, these are available on Arcade1Up.com, Walmart, and other authorized retailers. For more videos like this and everything else gaming related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.